Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. Look, I want to show you this right quick. Uh, I think that it is very interesting to show you this about two brothers who were wrongfully convicted of rape and murder nearly 40 years later. They are getting 75 million in compensation, right? And so I'm saying this to say, first of all, notice the color of their skin. That's the first thing. The second thing, this is a common thing. It's not uncommon. It is common. And so it really aggravated my spirit to know this is how our system works against black and brown. So I'm going to read some tidbits of this article because I want you all to understand where I'm coming from. It said two half brothers with intellectual disabilities were wrongfully convicted of rape and murder of an 11-year-old girl in 1983. But then it goes on to say that they got the tip from a classmate, right? Now, not a person that they verified that their statements was to be true. And we already know when they don't put the color of the skin and they just name a classmate, we already know it's a white person. Let's call it what it is. Because if it had been a black classmate, then it would have said a black classmate, an Hispanic classmate, whatever it may be. But when it's white people, they leave the race out of the article. In any kind of news media, they just don't post that because they think they don't do no wrong. And so they spent 31 years in prison. So here is what they're saying. The substantial payout comes after the brothers who were released from prison in 2014 after DNA evidence exonerated them. It goes on to say the two young men at the time were 19 and 15. And they were struggling with basic reading and writing because of their intellectual disabilities. But life took an even harder turn when they were arrested in connection with the death of the 11-year-old who they found behind a grocery store, who was naked except for a bra, and she was suffocated with her own panties. Now it goes on to say the brothers were brought in by the police on a tip from a confidential informant who happened to be a 17-year-old classmate who was acting on rumors, not facts, but rumors she heard around the school. It goes on to say after enduring hours of questioning without a lawyer, which is what people do quite often, that's violation of their rights, they signed a confession that were written for them that implicated the other of rape and murder. They said they signed it without understanding. You know why they didn't understand? Because nobody explained to them. And if you're at that age, what do you know about the law? What do you know about not speaking unless you have an attorney present? So first of all, the system took advantage of them being teenagers and not knowledgeable, and those officers who coerced them and wrote it down. So we got to take this a little bit further, because not only was the police at fault, the state's attorney was at fault, the judge was at fault. So here, answer this question for me. Why should we trust our judges? Why should we trust our state's attorney? Why should we trust our police officers? Why? Because clearly this ain't the first time this happened, because year before last there was a series called When They See Us, about the 5 young boys that got arrested for a crime they did not commit, and they had already knew they had the person who committed the crime, but y'all sent them boys up the river and destroyed their life because of your position and your prestige and your power. And so you ask us as constituents to trust you all, to believe in this system. I don't have faith in nothing that y'all do. I don't have no belief in nothing that you do, because so far your mouth say one thing and your action does another. And nobody suffers through all of this except for black and brown. And God is steady pulling the covers off of y'all asses. And y'all still don't get it. You still justify what you're doing as being right. You stole them boys' life. 30 plus years. And even though they got the 75 million, it does not replace what they lost. They lost their life on a lie. It was all a lie. The officers lied. The informant lied. The judge lied. The state's attorney lied, because you all didn't go on facts. So you find what you want to find when you want to find it. That's clear. That's evident. And it's steady popping up more and more. So it goes on to say police had coerced them into confessing, according to their attorneys. Coerced. That means you're pushing them to say something they did not do. And the part that gets up under my skin, the things that you do to somebody else, you would not want nobody to do to you. But yet y'all think it's okay because y'all white. And white folks got to be right all the time, 99.9% of the time. But let me give you a news flash. Y'all asses is wrong. You've been wrong over 400 plus years. You've been wrong. And it's time out. I don't give a damn who holds a seat. I don't care. Judge, police, state's attorney, mayor, governor, congressman, senator, state's representative. I don't care who holds the seat. If you can't honor your oath of office and you can't be fair and you can't be transparent with what you're doing, stop destroying people's lives, because that's what you do. And families suffer behind y'all dumbasses' decisions. And then when you get caught, you think money is going to fix it. Money don't fix it. It helps, because the family that spent all the money that they had trying to fight. Unnecessary. It was a fight that they didn't need to fight. See, you all don't take the time to find out what's going on with the black and brown, but you pamper, you sugarcoat what the white folks do when they get caught doing something. And I'm gonna keep going back to this damn Kyle Rittenhouse, 17 years old, and his funky ass is at home with his family doing what he wanted to do at 17, and he caught on video and killed 2 people. And the jails across these United States is full of black and brown. And most of them are innocent. And y'all know that. You know it. You got these chief judges that's holding these seats for the title only, because you ain't doing nothing with your position. You just holding it for the title. That's it, and that's all. The decision you should make, you don't make. The people that you should arrest, you don't arrest. The people that you should let go, they're the ones you hold on to. And y'all talk about us. You talk about the black and brown. We don't know how to act. We don't know how to do anything. We don't know how to treat each other. Well, hell, y'all don't neither. Y'all been stealing, lying, conniving since day one. You've been taking men from household back in the slavery days. This ain't nothing new. You've been doing that all the time. And you just turn it to something else. It's called prison. It's called bars. It's called your word against theirs. It's called misuse of power. That's what it's called. And you may not like this video, but look at me right now. I don't give a damn if you like it or not. Understand me when I say that goes from the White House to the Poe House. Understand me. Because this is ridiculous and it needs to stop. And it's steady popping up for a reason. And y'all think y'all 10 cents slick. And you getting by. You may get by, but you don't get away. Because what you do to somebody else's family, the God already wrote it down. It's coming back to you. So don't do nothing to nobody else that you don't want done to you. Now, I done had people pop in and say certain things. Some of these senators, they got comments when you make these videos. And, you know, I know y'all monitor all this stuff, and then you go around and then you dig into people's files and you get on their phones and you ear hustle, or, you know, you do all this good stuff because y'all can't stand the truth. And for us, we need to learn how to tell it. Stop depending on the video. Why we have to depend on a video camera to prove our innocence, that we've been done wrong? Our voice is just as important as yours is. It is. Y'all been stealing and lying from black and brown folks for a long time. So for you all that sit on these judicial seats with your little black robes on, your little gavel, for you state's attorney that stand up here again with these resumes talking about, oh, we know what's going on and we're going to try to fix it, for you mayors and you governors who's buying into the system under the table to make sure that ours stay confined and yours get to go home. It's time out. It's time out. And every time y'all do something, every time, I'm pulling your card. And I'm not going to run out no cards in the day, because y'all got a lot of crap that y'all been getting away with forever and a day. And for these organizations that standing up for the people and the voices, where you standing up at? I need to hear your voice. I need to hear it roar. We shouldn't have to wait till something happened to we have another George Floyd or Breonna Taylor or Trayvon Martin or Eric Garner. We shouldn't have to wait for that. We should let our voices be heard now. Now, whether y'all like this video or not, I really don't care, because it's the truth. And what y'all don't like is the truth. And I'll say it again. That flag for United States needs to come down, because it's not united nowhere. That flag represents color. Ain't no color. That flag should be all white. No red and no blue. And not neither no stars. Now, people say this is a great country. I guess in some instances, but for me, it's not. When you have to fight this hard to just survive, and you give privileges and benefits to others, it's something that leaves question to. So now you can think what you want about this video. Ask me if I care, because I don't. I'm just calling as I see it. Now you can like it, you don't have to like it. It's fine by me. All right. Until we talk again, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like and comment. Talk to you later. Well, that completes another episode of Reality Is, where words do come to life. I hope that you have enjoyed the conversation that we talked about. Please leave your comments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you too can know when I upload other videos. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Until we talk again.